Hi, I'm Rebecca Gunther with M5A1photography.com, and I'm going to tell you how to use a digital SLR. SLR stands for single lens reflex, and in reality a digital SLR technically isn't an SLR. It's still called that because it has the same versatility as the film SLRs did. If you know how to use a film SLR, it's pretty much the same idea. There's a whole lot more buttons and there's a menu to go through. It can seem a little bit daunting. It's really not that difficult. So instead of loading your film in the back, which used to open for film, you would open up wherever your card goes, and you'll slide in your memory card like that. Click, make sure it's in there. Shut it again. Okay, now you're good to go. Turn it on. Now your camera is on and ready to go. All of these choices here are, again, pretty much the same thing you had on your film camera. You've got the auto setting, which is generally just a rectangle. All of the basic settings based on, is it a portrait, is it a landscape, is it close-up, is it action? This will choose how all of your settings are. I try to avoid that, but if you want to, experiment with it, see what they look like. Maybe one of them works for you. And then you go the other way, and these are different settings. One of these will allow you to set your aperture, and it will set your shutter speed. Another one will set your it will control your aperture, but you'll control your shutter speed. And then manual, you control everything. From there, you can go into the menu and you can go through there. Like I said, it feels like a lot of stuff. It really isn't. You're going to want to go through there and tell, is your camera shooting RAWs or do you want it to shoot JPEGs? Back when you used to have film, you'd have the ISO or the ASA, and that's, your film speed. So chances are you usually shot with 400 speed film if you were outside a whole lot. You can still set that. Set it to 100 if it's really bright, set it to 200 if it's less bright. You can set it all the way to 800 if it's really dark outside. The difference is, instead of grain, you're going to get more pixelation. It doesn't look as nice as grain, I think, but maybe it works for what you're doing. Maybe you just want to get the picture and you don't really care if it's pixely. That's fine too. So once you've set all of your settings, then you can start taking pictures. And you can change the focus if you want, from autofocus to manual focus, depending on what you're shooting, how you're shooting it. And go ahead, shoot until your card's full, turn the camera off, take your card out, put in a new one, and keep going. And that's how to use a digital SLR camera.